Smith with another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the 6th and final figure from the Hercules figure set from TFC Toys, that being Neckbreaker. As you can see, really nice packaging. I've said this many times, I love the artwork that they put on here. I think that's fantastic looking. Now this is, I'm kind of on the fence. Looking at him in packaging, I'm really kind of on the fence with this guy. I don't know, he just really isn't grabbing me like the other Hercules figures. Now he's supposed to be a representation of Bone Crusher, which yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm on the fence with him. Now, as you can see, he comes with his hand. He comes with a shovel, and an optional visor for the Hercules figure itself, which I'm curious about. We'll definitely see how that looks. Flip around here on the back. See the robot mode, the arm mode, and of course the shovel mode. Collect all 6 members to create the mighty Hercules. And then here's some Chinese right here, which I can't read. And I won't do the accent because I don't want to offend anybody. That'd be terrible. You can check them out at facebook.com/pages/TFC-toys. Good way to keep in touch with these folks. Flip around here on the other side. Again, another absolutely gorgeous representation of the Neckbreaker figure. I find it interesting that this chest piece here, and you can even see it right on there, looks like it's waiting for like a sticker to go right there. Like a Decepticon sticker. I mean, it's just calling for it. Choking hazards, make sure you read the instructions. Not suitable for children under 3 years old. Yeah, it says right here, 15 plus. So if you're 14, it's not good. But it's suitable. It's not. Oh, I read it wrong. Not suitable for children under 3. So the age range is 3 to 15 or older, I guess, for this. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But there you have Neckbreaker. Let's get him open and see how cool he actually is. Alright guys, so here we have Neckbreaker open up and out of its packaging, and just like all the other figures, we get this nice kind of, not really a bio card, but you got the nice artwork on the front, then you flip around here on the back and you have all of his statistics. In addition to this, you also get his instruction manual, which gives you all of the information that you need to know, how to transform him back into vehicle mode, back into robot mode, and also into his limb mode. And then other accessories, like I said, he does come with the visor. Now, I'll show this off more when Neckbreaker's actually in his robot mode, but they actually say that this can fit on Neckbreaker's face. I don't see how, honestly. It doesn't really stay on there whatsoever, but it does work nicely on the actual Hercules. And then he comes with the 2 guns. Now, you got the purple one, you got the red one. I still think that the red one is kind of pointless to have. I just really don't like how this looks. I really wish that they gave us 2 of these instead of a red version, but that's it for all of his accessories. Now, the figure itself, honestly, this being the last one, really does feel like this one was kind of rushed and just slapped together. One of my biggest problems, as you can see, it's like lunging forward, and part of that has to do with the fact that this bit right here doesn't actually go down as far as it's supposed to. According to the instructions, this is supposed to be really pretty much at a 90-degree angle, not kind of sticking out like this. And you can see right inside there, it's because you can't, the way that the plastic is designed, you can't actually get this elevated all the way up. And in doing so, you can see it keeps everything from not lining up properly and really kind of makes things ugly. And then you see back here, not even the hip joints, they're not even going in on a straight up and down angle. They're going in on an angle as well. So it's really kind of unfortunate. Now, you can fix that if you maybe shaved some of that plastic down, and I probably would do that, but I just honestly don't care that much. The other thing, I mean, like I said, everything looks like it's not connected properly. You got a big gap here. You got this kind of jutting out here, which really kind of looks ugly, and it just doesn't look well designed, really. The other thing is this shovel. Now, it's not a terrible shovel, but you really do have to be careful with these because these don't like staying in, although, there we go. They don't like staying in too terribly well, and that's really about it. I mean, in terms of this thing's articulation, but in doing so, like I said, it breaks this, and well, it doesn't break it, but it doesn't hold together as well. So there's really not as much functionality in the actual scoop section as a lot of the other Hercules figures actually had in their vehicle mode. Their vehicle modes had a lot of nice functionality in terms of their various construction vehicle bits, but this one just like I said, really comes across that this was kind of rushed. And to me, the look of it by itself really goes to that. Now, it doesn't look absolutely terrible. But like I said, out of the 6, this is probably my least favorite. But that also could be because the other ones I just think are so incredibly awesome. This is a good figure, and obviously if you've gotten the other 5, you're gonna need Neckbreaker. But as a standalone figure, I just really think it suffers. Now, transformation-wise, much like all the other ones, he is a fairly simple transformer. First, what you want to do, separate these bits right here and rotate these. These just, as you can see, they peg in on the side there. Just rotate those out, and then basically want to swivel these all the way out and then rotate these down and around, just like so. Take this section here, lift this all the way back, just getting that out of the way, and separate it right up here. Swivel that down just like so. You can take this section here, you can fold this down, basically just kind of tuck that out, or it actually does detach if you wanted to detach it. It's really kind of up to you what you want to do. Now straighten these out. You're going to, yeah, just get that out of the way. Rotate that all the way back. Rotate these down. Now, well, and then rotate this around like so. Now, the actual instructions tell you that these are supposed to go up here, and like so, and get that up there. That's really stiff, like so. And then these rotate out, and these are going to be his feet. Now, I'm going to leave it like this just for the sake of the remainder of this video. I'll show you how I actually choose to display them, but we'll go through this first. Then rotate these around like so, just like that. Take this section here. You're going to rotate this all the way around. Fold this down. Fold that. Now, I got this all goofy here. Let me get this rotated. There we go. Lift that up. I'm having a hard time with this head section. I'm sorry. There we go. And then bring it down. And then bring these bits down. There we go. Fold this under. And then these are going to tab up inside here. And it actually works better if you lift that in. There we go. And then slot that in right like so. Rotate that down. Then come around here. Here's his little hands. This is a pain in the butt because, again, not very good with the fingernail usage here. There we go. And then just tuck that in. There we go. Do that on this side as well with the fingernail. There we go. Come on, get out. There we go. Just like so. And here you have Neckbreaker. This is him in his robot mode. Now, again, this is one of those, I'll push those all the way in, where I really think that the design of this was really kind of rushed. I don't particularly like the design on it. Now, these, as you can see, these giant things up here really kind of keep his arms sticking out, and that really kind of sucks. I don't like that. So, actually, what I do is I rotate these up, just like so, then rotate these down, squish that all the way in, and then I create a foot like that, and I think it looks a heck of a lot better. Now, I don't know if that was intended to be like that, to give you different options, but I think it looks a heck of a lot better. And then when you bring these down, you can actually bring the arms now all the way down, and it just looks like a better figure, if you ask me. When you keep them all the way up like that, it's kind of ugly, honestly. It just doesn't have a good look to it. Now, I don't mind too terribly much how he looks. I think he's a good-looking robot figure, but again, I really honestly don't get a bone crusher feel for this guy. And that's something that, you know, they started doing with like Mixmaster. The last few figures just really haven't given me that same feel that, you know, these guys are supposed to be like Constructicons. So now this bit right here obviously came off, and you can keep this pegged up here in his butt just as a storage thing, but you can plug this right here obviously. Now he's got his handgun, and then you can do this. Now, here's the visor thing. Now, like I said, the visor is supposed to be able to fit over this, except if you look, I mean, the visor is bigger than his actual head, so I don't know exactly how that's supposed to stay in there, and it doesn't really get all the way in there, so that really does kind of suck. But you can see, I love the light piping that these figures have. The entire head just glows. That's so wicked cool. Overall, nice detail throughout it. I mean, it still has a lot of the same things going on with all the other figures from the Hercules line. I just think that this one is a little bit more rushed than what we got with the other 5. Now, in terms of his articulation, his head is on a ball joint, so all over the place. Left, right, up, down, whatever you want. The arms rotate here at the shoulder. They also move in and out at a separate joint that's inside here. They bend at the elbow, and then the wrists have a little bit of pivot back and forth just as part of the transformation. And then he also rotates at the bicep. Now, he does rotate at the waist. The hips here are on ball joints, so nice range of motion there. Bends at the knee, and he also rotates up here at the upper part of the thigh. The feet, depending on what you want to do, I mean, you can kind of position it in different things, but that really is not going to be one of the biggest selling points. I mean, he does got big feet, and I mean, you can kind of angle it, so I mean, you can get some poses with it, but they're not really posable feet or anything like that. But as you can see, as I mentioned before, there are just some spots on here that looks like it's purposely calling for stickers to be applied. So what do we do when we want stickers to be applied? Well, we go to repro labels, and those people gives us stickers. As you can see, like I said, the chest piece just was screaming for some kind of a Decepticon logo. And that's exactly what repro labels gave to us. Absolutely awesome looking. I love the silver that goes down through here. Now, you do have options. You can use that, or I think they actually had purple ones that you could use. And then it puts some more silver bits here to complement the silver that was originally there. You got a nice silver kind of abdomen section. You got a little crotch piece. You also have silver bits that go around here on the wrists, just bringing things out. You got green stickers here to kind of fill that in, because that does look kind of blah. You put the green sticker there, makes it look so much better. Now, flipping around here on the whatever, I don't know what words I'm coming up with. You see, that's really kind of it. This is very kind of minimal in terms of the stickers that's added, but regardless, it looks fantastic. And I've said it a million times, if you're going to invest the money, and it is an investment when you get these figures, if you're going to invest the money in getting them, you might as well go that little extra step and get the stickers to really make the figures pop. Now, to transform him back, he's just as easy, except because he is really kind of not designed right, at least in this area. I mean, and as you can see, this is my second one that I brought out, and they both have the same problem down here. Now, because of it makes the transformation a little bit more complicated to do, because nothing really lines up the way that it's supposed to. So first, what you want to do, just come around here, tuck the hands away, and then fold these up like so. Do that on this side. Tuck those little hands inside there, and then rotate those all the way up, and you're seeing another sticker here on the inside that we're going to see a lot more of in the actual vehicle mode. Kind of loosen this, kind of flop that back. This section here will rotate around just like so. Now, you already have these down here. Now, if they were up here, you would rotate them down, obviously, but go ahead and extend these all the way out on both sides, then rotate the waist around just like so, and then you're bringing this up. And as you can see, it doesn't go like it's supposed to. I'm trying to get this out of the way so you can actually see it. It doesn't go all the way up. It's supposed to be at a like 90-degree angle right here, but you can see it's angled, and really kind of sucks. Don't like that. So fold that down like that. Go and take this section here, just get this out of the way, fold that up like so. Then this little bit here, you're going to rotate this around just like that, kind of straighten that out, and then these are going to rotate up and over like so. And then trying to get his head out of the way, I'm just going to rotate that around. There we go, just to keep it out of the way. And then rotate this up on this side as well, and then these are going to tuck down. Now, when you're doing this, there's little tabs on the inside here, which it's kind of hard to see, but again, because of the way that things are not lining up properly, it's kind of hard to actually do it. You have a little tab right here that's going to fit inside there. Now, when you get it, it's nice, but it's kind of hard to line up and actually do. Get this flopped out here. And then when you get that pushed in as much as you can, there's actually going to be tiny little tabs inside here that are going to tuck underneath the bottom section of this. So now you have that. Like I said, you have this rotated out. You're going to bring these all the way up. Now they're supposed to go up, I'm assuming a little bit further, just this gets in the way. And then bring these up, and you're going to see this section here tabs in right on the side. You got the little notch right there, and it goes on the inside here. So line that up, give that a nice little push, straighten these out, bring these down again, kind of keep that straight like so, fold these bits all the way out, and then bring this bit around. There we go. I had to detach that because I goofed it up. There we go. And then slop this together, kind of squeeze it, and there you have him. And again, you can see he's lunging forward. And to me, that's the ugliest aspect of it. I don't like that. I really do wish that this went down more and angled properly. Then you can actually keep these back straight as opposed to being on this kind of upward angle like so. If you kept them at a 90-degree angle, you could get it to tab in there properly, but it's all because of this bit right here. And as you can see, this being my second version of the Neckbreaker figure, both of them have that issue. And like I said, this right here, not too terribly fun to play with. But you can see, but with the repro labels, you add a nice Decepticon logo here on the center. You got the warning labels here on the side. And of course, these bits right here on the windshield are colored purple. So really very nice. I do like this guy, and it obviously completes the entire look for Hercules. I mean, he needs to have an arm, so, I mean, here's an arm. I just really think that the execution on this one just seems not up to the same standard that the other ones were given. It just seems like this one is more of a rush sort of figure, and that's really kind of unfortunate because it could be a good figure. I don't particularly like the way this looks. The robot mode I think is good, and the transformation suffers because I think the design of this. Now, I could probably shave out the plastic in there, but again, it's not something that we should have to do for a figure that's $100. These need to go through more testing, I think. I mean, it really should be more upward like this as opposed to angled down, but there you go. So there's Neckbreaker, guys. Now, the last video to do, obviously, is Hercules. And I know that this has been a long time coming, but hopefully you guys enjoy that video. I'll get it up as soon as possible, don't worry. But until that happens, I want to thank you for tuning in to watch my review of Neckbreaker. And until next time, this has been Optibotimus. I'll talk to you later.